if your parents left you home alone for the weekend. You just had a big party.
There's something that's going to happen here.
Everything is happening on South Beach.
Now everybody in the world has heard of South Beach.
And it was just magic that really happened. You had a cast of characters you could never recreate.
The South Beach of the 90s can never be recreated.
You know, those scenes were crazy. They was chaotic and
Tanning and nightlife.
Of club after club after club after club. It was a really cool crowd making things happen that were not happening anywhere else in the world.
Mickey Rourke, Gianni Versace, Madonna.
I think the biggest picture that I got, that he gave me for a long time, is Leonardo DiCaprio dancing at Bash. And then it was funny because...
Oh, that's when they banned you from Bash?
Yes.
He was holding his crotch,
yes,
I think.
Yes.
You know,
the best picture, this
like
picture.
Stallone, Madonna, Denzel, Will, Martin Lawrence.
I got the Prince coming out of Liquid. Jack Nicholson. Oh, you know who I got a Bash also? Jennifer Lopez with her first husband. Chris, Jennifer Lopez, Puff Daddy, Gloria, Emilio, John Sequeira. I don't know what he did. He go to the hair of Madonna. He say a couple words. He say, you're allowed 3 pictures. 3 click. So I remember, Papa, I did 4 actually.
I walked to Will, I said, you know, this Jose Canseco's over here, and he told me he would love to take a picture with you. And he says, oh, okay. All right, I don't mind. Then I go to Jose. I say, Jose, I was just talking to Will Chamberlain, man. The guy's dying to take a picture with you.
Everybody comes here.
Everybody was beautiful.
Everybody was like a gorgeous model. Everybody was beautiful.
Beautiful girls.
Incredible. I was like, this is a magical place. Hey, and if you get lucky with a model and take her back to your hotel room, that was like the total bonus.
The wise guys were always in Miami.
Cuban Exodus, early 80s, and it was a very crazy kind of situation.
Their boats were being loaded with Castro's prisoners, and
He comes back with a machete and stabs him.
That doesn't happen at the Pottery Barn.
crime just went off the charts literally overnight.
Some crackhead, kaboom, right through the windshield, hits this guy in the shoulder. The guy drives around to the valet, and Andrew said, "You look like a man that needs a martini."
One Mariel shot another one. As soon as he got better, he would find that guy and kill him.
Well, the crime, of course, it was like different. Back then, it was drugs were huge.
Now, if you showed up with money or drugs, and they were on the other end, the chances are they were going to rip you off and kill you.
It was the Wild West.
Revitalization began. The club scene took over.
And South Beach just all of a sudden kind of got hot.
Miami Vice, Cristo, and Bruce Weber. And Scarface too.
It started a whole movement down here. Then movies started coming in. Big movies with big stars.
If you were on the Miami Vice set, you were the shit.
Miami Vice started a whole new trend, not only with the music, but with the wardrobe.
You have photographers like Bruce Weber, agencies like Michel Panier and Irene Marie.
Specialist and the Bird Cage, we had everything.
All of a sudden, crazy with beautiful girls.
You've got a photo shoot going on almost every block.
With all the money that South Beach could have had to do promotions, tourism, and whatever, they could never have had enough money to give them the exposure that they got through the fashion industry.
The models made South Beach.
With like a young Cindy Crawford or...
It was an exciting time.
Models everywhere, and then all the Playboys came.
1990s, the best time, the golden era of South Beach. My brother Tommy had the vision. He said, you know, we were in the development business, construction business, my family was, and he said, let's open a club.
Money was everywhere.
We had more money than little baby Jesus.
All of South Beach was about the people, and they were unique, and they were amazing, and they were talented and awesome.
You could be standing next to, you know, a mafia guy and sitting next to, you know, Madonna.
The rule was no rules.
Some of the debauchery that we would actually see on a nightly basis.
Like the cop was working the back door and you paid, and then you got in and people were like doing drugs out in the open. You're like, what's going on here?
You just, you know, popped a pill, you know, did something. You just like kind of just did whatever.
It'd be 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm like, man, nobody has a job.
You know, who's out at 8 o'clock in the morning? You got bartenders, you got drug dealers, and undercover cops.
What we created, the Bible of how to run a nightclub.
We were great trendsetters.
There's, you know, gays, straights. It was everybody living together.
Well, back in the day, if you were homophobic, you shouldn't be in South Beach.
Maddening as it was, we kind of looked out for each other, took care of each other, and kept each other in check.
So it was like old already. It's like, let's make a new South Beach.
There are a lot of people that ended up on this tiny patch of sand that were very much like me.
In the beginning, you know, and we were like in a gay club with some models, and so it wasn't like the other way around. You had to respect the territory that you were walking in on.
I believe in the power of love. 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 Feel the power. Let people call me naive. I
The history of Miami, what I knew, like, as a kid, was this crazy Anita Bryant broad and all this anti-gay shit. And we were like, what the hell is that all about, you know? So I didn't get it. And then I got down there and I'm like, man, there's a ton of gay people down here. How the fuck did this happen? Like, who told, like, how?
In the beginning of, I guess, the third Renaissance, as we call it.
You know, I'm friends with Gary, and this guy's gonna pull out a gun. I'm like, why do you have to pull a gun on me? I'm gonna let you in.
I was hanging out in LA with Axl Rose and Mickey, and
Mickey comes out. He goes, oh, let me flip some burgers. The press ran with it. He owns this club. The next weekend, literally, there were 10,000 girls with visions of 9.5 weeks running through their goddamn heads.
If you didn't live it, if you didn't experience it, if you didn't witness it, it's really, really hard to put into a description what it was like.
You know, as we come to South Beach, you don't want to leave.
Packed everything up, gave my dog to a friend. I was only going to come for one winter. That was it, and I never left.
So this is Sodom and Gomorrah. I mean, everything goes in South Beach, you know, and everybody's happy about it, which is great.